Hey guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about this very cool Vidami Blue pedal. Okay, and I'll get into exactly what this is and how it will benefit your learning online. But first of all, let me just say that if you want to win one of these, then please do sign up this month to the YGA Club. Every single month on the YGA Club, we're giving away something really cool, and this month we're giving this away. All you got to be is a member of the platform, so simply go ahead and sign up for your free trial, and you've got a chance to win one of these beautiful boxes, this little Vidami Blue. And I'm going to be talking about in this video exactly what this does and how it will help you. Right, so let's just talk about this thing, this wonderful little box, and what it's all about. The focus of this is to help you learn online. And of course, coming from a platform where we teach you how to play guitar online, this is a very nice, snuggly fit. So let's just get it hooked up to the computer. So first thing is you can hook this up to either your computer or your tablet or your phone, whatever you want to do, as long as it's got Bluetooth. So we're going to do it with the computer here, but you can do it with all of them. So, turn it on at the back, real nice and simple, just turn it on and you'll see a nice blue light pops up. Now, when this first turns on, it'll flash, and that's your opportunity to come over to the device and actually just go to the Bluetooth setting and make it connect. The same way you would a pair of headphones, a keyboard, anything else, super simple. I've already connected mine so you can see it's instantly connected. And it's got a really cool little kind of, if you go to vidami.com, then you can kind of log in and it will guide you through the steps for setting it up and then installing a tiny little app on via Chrome in this case, but you can do it via Safari as well. We'll come back to that a little bit later. So really the setup process for this thing is super fast. It's as quick as you would expect any Bluetooth device. You've got it set up and then that device then remembers it straight away. Now let's actually pick up a guitar and try and work with this thing. All right, so here we have the pedals. So as you can see, it's got 5 buttons on it, which are nicely spaced out, I think. You've got back, play, pause, forward, speed, and loop. Okay, so pretty self-explanatory, and I think the best way to test this is just by simply going onto our website and having a go. Now remember, you can do all this stuff on YouTube as well, but I want to use it as an opportunity to show you how wonderfully it works with the YGA Club, okay? So we're over here and we're going to go into to find our lesson that we want to do. So in this instance, I'm going to go through to one of our challenges because it seems like a really cool thing to use for a bit of speed building, okay? So let's just go through and start this challenge, and I'm going to come across to a sequencing lesson, okay? So in this lesson here, we're going through kind of some sequencing ideas for beginners. So there's a fair bit to learn here, and I'm just going to start the video. Hey guys, Dan here, and welcome to the 3rd lesson of our beginner's speed building course. And there I am again. That's me sitting here a good few months ago. Nice shirt, love it. So what I'll be doing now is kind of coming away from the computer completely and now relying on the Vidami Blue. So nice simple things like, okay, I want to play the video, let's play.
Now we've really ironed out the technique behind...
Or pause the video. Super simple, right? I might want to forward it by 10 seconds. That's all I do. So if I'm playing it,
and what we should
I just want to skip through a bit.
There's actually
forward,
forward,
or maybe I missed a bit.
And you'll start,
let's go back 10, back 10, and pause. So in terms of video usage, you can see just how easy it is. I don't have to be anywhere near the computer. I can now be with the pedal, as if it's on a pedal board you might have, and with the guitar, and following along with everything that I'm saying to me. So I'm listening to myself, I'm teaching myself. It all gets a bit confusing when I'm just looking at myself, but fundamentally you understand what I'm saying here. So we've got that as the kind of basic setup. Now that also works really well for any MP3s or any tab, which we'll get to in a minute, okay? But just before we move on to that, whilst we're on the subject of the video, quite often it's a really nice feature to be able to kind of go through a video at maybe 1.5 speed, maybe 2 times speed, especially when you're kind of a little strapped for time and you've got a 21-minute video here to go through. You might want to go through a bit faster. So here is where it gets really cool with the Vidami Blue. If I come up to my little app here and I go to speed controller, I can select or even create any levels of speed control that I want, okay? So they've got some really cool default ones here, and this one I've selected is called Speedy Lecture. So as I go through the different speed settings, it will periodically go through these speeds, so 100%, 150, 200, 250. So let's just see that in action for a second here. So I'm going to press play on the video.
In terms of a sequence
and then I'm going to add
sound
speed.
You can actually drop in to your improvisation.
1.5.
Start to see in other people's.
2.
So this is the idea of taking a scale suddenly, so moving from the random notes we did in the previous lessons to a scale, and then starting to work sequences.
2.5.
The thing that goes in this lesson.
3.
And
back to 1.
Explain.
So you can see it actually rolls through all the different speeds, right? So if I now go back to this thing here, you can see it matched up to that idea there. And that's great. I like the way they've called it speedy lecture, because that's exactly the usage of that. You wouldn't typically want to speed up guitar parts that you're learning, but you would want to speed through a lecture. If this is a lecture. Right, now let's just get into some really cool stuff here. So let's say that I'm now learning, I'm going to go through and I'm going to learn this piece of tab, this exercise here. So I'm going to go through to our interactive tab on the site. And here's where we can really get some cool stuff going, right? So let's come over here, and I've got this piece that I'm going to learn. Let me just press play. So it's this little sequence. Oh. Okay, so let's just pause that. So pause that for a second. Now, again here, this is where I might want to start using the different speed, but actually I don't want to speed anything up. So now I want to change it so that my speed settings slow things down. So I'm going to go from the default, which is 100%, down to 75%, down to 50%. And what I think I'll probably do here is I'll change this, or I can add my own preset to make this a little different. So I'm going to change preset. I'm going to start with 100%. Then I'm going to go down to 90%, then 80%. Because realistically, I'm not going to be going much slower than 60%. So I'll go down to there. And this can be my thing. And you can even name that. I can name that whatever I want it to be. And I select it, and I'll be ready to use that preset now. So if I just refresh this page and come through here, and then come back to my sound slice here, so the interactive tab. Now, when I go through this exercise and I press speed, I'm going down 90%, 80%, 70%. So just at the touch of a button now, I can go through this, okay? I can even loop it. So let's start by, let's go start, and then press the loop button. That's my loop in. Loop out. So, now I can loop it straight with the track. So let me see if I can do it my own bit. 2. Oh, wrong key. Again, 2. I got it. Oh no, I haven't got it. So just pause that for a second. So let's try and go down another speed level. So I've gone down to 60%. 4. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna get this, guys. There we go. And now that I've got it, I'm gonna go up in speed. So I'm gonna come up to let's do 90%. 2. And there we go. So you can see just how useful this thing's going to be. It's just completely hands-free control using all of these ideas. That loop feature even works on the main video. So now if I go back to this video that I'm watching, and we just kind of move that forward in the video,
You've been working with me, so
and let's say there's something that pops up,
pentatonic box 1.
And I'm like, oh,
now
I'd like to see that again, but on loop.
Box 1.
So in,
now
out. So I can watch that a few times. Okay. Pentatonic box 1.
Now.
Oh. I got it, I got it.
Now.
Okay, I could maybe like, if I'm still not quite sure about that pentatonic one, maybe I want to just slow that down a little bit. So let's go down to 80%.
Now.
Maybe even slower.
Now.
So no matter what you're doing, you can make sure you're absorbing every piece of content here. So I'm going to turn that, I'm going to play it now, turn the loop off, and it will just carry on with the video.
I'm playing the
Super simple.
box 1 in B minor here.
And I'm just going to go back to normal speed.
G minor.
And there we have it.
A.
All right, so there you go. As you can see, it's got so many features. It's so cool, and there's more to it than even that. But this is the focus of this video. That's what I want to show you. Straight out the box, you can do all of this super easily, super fast. So what I'm going to do now is, Franco's recently released a brand new course via the YGA Club about Jack White. I'm a massive Jack White fan. And although I've actually gone through and done all the write-ups for all the course and watched every single lesson, I've never actually sat down and learned that track. So I'm just gonna quickly go through it using the Vidami Blue, just so you can see how useful it is for me looking at this, brand new essentially. So let me just navigate over to the player studies, and I'm gonna go through to the Jack White and the White Stripes. And the track I want to learn is this very first one. So it's kind of like a beginnery Jack White kind of track, and I absolutely love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the interactive tab here, and I'm going to kind of set this in, and I'm going to just like live learn this first part here. So I'm just going to play it through, and from now on in, I'm using the Vidami Blue with my guitar. Okay, so let me just make sure I've got a sound. Pretty decent sound. So let's just press play and see where we're at. Okay, so I want to learn that riff. So let's go back. Remember 10 seconds, it goes back 10 seconds. So that will take us back to the thing. I'm going to knock the speed down a few notches. So I'm going to go down to 70% and listen again. Okay. So it seems to me like that's a good thing to loop right there. So let's go back here, and I'll put it on 100%. I'm just going to loop it. So there's the loop in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's my loop. So now I can just really focus on learning this bit. So let's now slow it down. Nice. Can slow it down one more than that. So let's see if I can learn this now. It's really putting me on the spot here, but this is fine. I love that staccato bit there. So, boom, bam, bam, bam. Franco's going to be laughing at this, me failing at his track. I like how it's all very staccato. 1, 2. So I reckon I got that. Let's go up to them full speed. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Maybe not. 2, 3. I got it. 2, 3. All right, let's come out of that loop and see the rest. Da, 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 da. So it's the same thing twice almost. Da, 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 boom. Okay, I got it. Da, da, boom. I'm going to slow it down a bit for myself. Da, boom, ba, ba, da, boom. So it looks like 6 times round here. Ah. So I'm following now. Bam, 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 bam. 2, 3. This is just fun. Okay, another time I think. And maybe one more time? Yep. So this just makes learning so much easier. Now what? Okay, let's stop that for a sec. So that's definitely a C power chord and a D power chord, and it's just. So let's just go back by 10 seconds and come into that bit. 3, 4. And then I'm into the next bit. But I won't bore you by going through the whole thing, but man, you can see just how much fun it is. I haven't touched the computer. My focus is entirely on the guitar and just simply getting used to the pedal down here. So there you have it. As you can see, the Vidami Blue is super cool. I've absolutely loved kind of learning this, and it's actually been really quick. Get it out of the box, Bluetooth it on there, and straight away you can do all these things. It's super quick, super easy. Anyone can use it. And like I said at the beginning of the video, we're giving one of these away to one of our YGA Club members. So to be in with a chance of winning one of these, all you've got to be is a YGA Club subscriber. So head on over to the website, sign up for the free trial, and you'll have a chance to win one of these amazing pedals. And we'll announce the winner at the end of July, so keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll speak to you again soon.